broke my little clip. These things break so easy. But, just got my new one. Chin mounts. Come from Canada. Great product. Quality is not great, but hey, for $7 a piece, I'll keep buying them. So I finally figured out my audio, I think. I'm running a splitter now. Got a splitter coming out of my helmet here. I got two mics. This is my intercom that goes to my little, Bluetooth guy. And then I got a mic right here too. And I have a mic in the ear that's running to my speaker from my intercom. So when I'm talking with Jess, you guys can hear her as well. Before I was running with just my mic being the one on that speaker in there, so you would hear my voice, but it was really faint. You could always hear Jess really well, or you could hear my music or anything else like that. But I ran a splitter to that and to this. So now, I think I finally solved it. Here we go with our audio test. Fingers crossed. I hope this splitter situation fixed all of my muffled voice issues, crackling issues. Even if it just fixed some of them, I'll be happy. Let's go for a ride. I'm gonna jump on the freeway, try to talk in a normal voice, and see how clearly this comes through. See how the bike does above 50 miles per hour. Well, the bike's gonna do great. Let's see how the mic does above 50 miles per hour. Alright, the moment of truth. Do you see me? I hope you see me. Thank you. The moment of truth. This is my mic right now with a normal voice with my visor closed. This is my mic right now with a normal voice with my visor open. We will be doing most of this with the visor closed, mostly because I'm about to be going on the freeway and it just hurts. Alright, let's go visor closed. I got my visor closed. I have most of my ports except for the forehead vents closed because it's a Rye helmet, the XD. It vents a lot of air in the mouth. So I made sure to close all those vents as best I could. It still lets a little bit through, but 80% of it is restricted right now. I love this helmet though. So it's worth it. For the summer, the sun, having the visor, all those little things, it just makes summer riding that much better. Plus it's fairly lightweight. I love the weight of this helmet. Because I absolutely love my Shoei. I have a Shoei RFSR. And it's a great helmet. Super good for the winter because it's so insulated. It's just a bit heavier. But if I was to take a long trip, I would absolutely wear the Shoei. Unless the long trip involved a lot of slow speed stuff. So yeah, we're rolling down the road, 60 miles per hour right now, up on 76 West. And I'm really curious to see how my voice comes out. I'm running with two cables. I have a Rode brand auxiliary jack style microphone, little lavalier microphone. That's the one that's running right to my mouth. And then I have a much cheaper one, I think it's Molo, M-O-L-O, that's running to one of my speakers on my right ear from the Bluetooth setup. And that's for when I have Jess on the other line and you guys can hear her voice and stuff. So I just think that's really cool. I think it's really fun to talk to my buddies as I as I ride down the road. And I feel like as a consumer of YouTube videos, I really enjoy watching when you get to see the dialogue too. Because that's basically why I do this. I love YouTube, and I've been watching all these moto vloggers. And then one day, Jess came home with a GoPro right before we were set to take a trip, a little motorcycle weekend trip. And I've been addicted ever since. Now every time I get off work, like I worked this morning and then I came home and I was like, what do I want to do with my afternoon? I want to go take a ride and I want to make a video. That sounds like a good time. I actually tried to get my motorcycle buddies to come out, but they're all 9 to 5ers, so they got stuff going on. It's only 5:45. They're still getting home from work, decompressing. Today's technically, it's supposed to be my day off, but I went in for a good 4 or 5 hours this morning to do some training. That's cool, seeing the trains go across. Well, it doesn't look like we're going to be doing too much high-speed testing right now. It is that time of day, and now that it's slow, I gotta open this visor because I am roasting in here. But if there's any part of the trip that I don't mind going slow, it's right here because I enjoy this view so much. So me and Jess are planning a fun trip. I'm going to have some time off in the near future in October, which is a beautiful month in Pennsylvania. And we're planning on doing this really cool Pennsylvania road trip, camping style, where we're going to basically load up the bikes with our gear, and we're going to hit up all 4 corners of the state, all 4 corners of the Keystone State. And those of you unaware with the geography of the United States, Pennsylvania is a very long state. We did a little, like, I guess you could say, Google Map research on the route we're going to take, which is basically, we're in southeastern Pennsylvania. Philadelphia is the most southeastern city of the state, and we're going to go north straight up to the top. So we'll kind of go through the Poconos. We're not going to get all the way to the New York State border, but then we're going to cut west on a really cool, kind of famous state road for motorcycle riding that goes from eastern Pennsylvania all the way to Lake Erie. And we're going to take that road slowly and then work our way down to Pittsburgh, and then work our way across the state on the southern side back east to Philadelphia. All in all, it's about a 750-mile round trip, and we're going to take 7 or 8 days to do about 100 miles a day, which I think sounds great. 100 miles a day on a motorcycle, very doable, not too much saddle time for the day. We can kind of enjoy the sights and scenes along the way. So that's on the horizon. I'll definitely be documenting it, because why wouldn't I? That just sounds like it would make the trip that much more fun. Also, then I can keep watching in the future, because I tend to watch my videos a lot in the morning when I'm drinking coffee, getting ready for work. Sometimes I wonder who I make these videos for. Do I make them for my dad, which was the original purpose? Do I make them for myself because I rewatch them so much? Or do I make them for all of you? I guess the answer is all of the above. And whatever order, I don't know. It doesn't really matter, does it? But I really enjoy making them, and I definitely enjoy watching them. Alright, let's get off of 76. We'll see if 676 is any more promising. It has been fun too, like rewatching my stuff from my very first video where I, pretty much didn't know what I was doing, to where I'm at now, and I still don't 100% know what I'm doing, but I know what I want to do. That's kind of the bigger thing. Running this splitter was actually a suggestion that I got from a guy, a group of guys, these cool Triumph guys that meet up on, they call it Two Wheel Tuesdays at a local bar. I got out there and met him through a friend of a friend a couple weeks back, and this one gentleman had a really cool setup in his helmet, and he told me all about it. He was really into the technical details and all of that stuff, so I got some great information from him, and he actually follows this channel, so shout out to you, Cyber Spy. Thanks for the little bit of feedback you gave me. I went with a splitter, I got a Rode mic, and I got a cheaper mic running through to the earpiece, and so far it's probably serving me well. I'll find out tonight when I decide to edit this. Alright, it looks like 676 is traffic-y too. But what should I have expected coming out into central Philadelphia on a, afternoon during rush hour? Let's just get off on Broad Street and work our way somewhere else. Alright, back to slow stuff, visor open. There we go. Cutting through to the parkway right now. Since the freeways were no good, we'll just go back to our local roads. This is one of my favorite go-to routes anyway. Who's got the green? I got the green. Around the circle we go.
serious if I'm talking in a normal voice, trying not to project my voice too much at all, because I just want to see how much it's going to pick up. I think we'll do alright, although I'm feeling a lot of wind noise coming through to my actual ears, so I'm curious to see how much of that filters out. It's nothing crazy, but, you know, I'm going 60 and I can hear it. I can say, though, that the Sarai helmet, being that it vents really well, it also means it's really loud. It's a great trade-off because, you know, it's warm outside, so I'll take the cool air over my eardrums. But yeah. Alright, we got to 70. I wonder if I'm going to have any crackling. That's always been an issue in my videos, is that above 60, 65, maybe even above 50, you get a lot of crackling. We've troubleshooted it a little bit, but haven't ever really been able to solve it, so maybe this setup will help. We're going to find out. But either way, that's my exit up there, so this is where I'm going to officially leave y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I sure enjoyed it. As you can see, we got some dark clouds in my rear view mirror. So I guess it's time to go home, sit on the couch, watch some Monday Night Football, and edit a new video. Sounds like a good night to me. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe out there.
These are my edit helpers. What are you doing, Mr. Baker? I know. You just want my dinner. But it's coming out pretty good. I'm stoked.